Hello, everybody. My name is Martha Alter Hines with Living the One Light. All right. This video is going to be essentially entirely channeled. And this, the spirit world is asking me to channel this video, which the theme is going to be anchoring in the light. And so I just want to, before I channel, I'll just give a little kind of explanation or Martha me, human me say a little bit, and then I'll just let them take over. Um, so the sense I get is that this video is, in a sense, a follow-up to the Wholeness Way series. So I recorded the Wholeness Way series, which is, if you haven't seen it, it's entirely free. It's a month-long series that I recorded last summer, or yeah, in the summer of 2024. So I'm recording this in April of 2025, and it's timeless. I mean, this is all timeless. So the purpose of the Wholeness Way series is really that the spirit world is adamant that in this time of great remembering, one of the most important things we can do and need to be doing is coming back to the full embodiment of our wholeness. And that from that place of embodying our wholeness, we're able to operate more fully in all of who we are and really be in the world what we came to this lifetime to be in this moment. So please go back and enjoy the entire Wholeness Way series. Even if you've done it before, if it calls to you, do it again. Again, it's totally free. And then this video is if you want to say like a postlude, would that be the right word? But it's also a standalone. So even if you haven't done the Wholeness Way series, please enjoy this. So what this is really feeling like is that the spirit world is asking me to do this myself, and also to help us all to anchor into the wholeness that we are, but also this extremely high vibration of a particular kind of light. It's like as I start channeling it, or even now I can feel it here. So maybe you just feel your own way of feeling it. But it's this very, very, very high vibration of light that they're saying, we need to allow to be our anchor and to infuse us, and also to, in a sense, be our standard. So that as the more and more and more we anchor in this version of light, the more clear we'll get about our yeses and our nos, because what they're saying to me is it's where we're heading. It's what we are already. And so as we're, creating new earth, whatever that means to each of us, that's the light frequency that they're really asking us to anchor in, to 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 manifest what we're here to bring through. And that anything that's not of that frequency, or that doesn't resonate with that frequency won't be sustainable and will go, or will need to go. um and the easiest way to be it is to just be it, essentially, right? So that's what this channeling is going to really support us to come into that vibration, that frequency. But also, in my experience, and maybe you've felt this too, is that the more and more I anchor in a particular frequency, for example, the frequency of this very high light, suddenly my body gets an immediate yes or immediate no, much more easily, much more quickly. I can just discern, okay, yeah, this is in alignment with that version of light, or it's not. And my body knows, and I also can just see it, right? Like I can just see, oh, and then nope, that's a no. That doesn't work. Or yes, it does. And another thing I've noticed in my life over the past many years, since I've been starting to channel this living the one light, is also when I anchor in that frequency of light or any particular frequency of light, of course, what happens is like attracts like. And so things suddenly will show up in my life that are matching that frequency. And it's like, wait a minute, what? And maybe even, I mean, I don't know, maybe those things were already around, but I notice the things that are a match much more quickly, right? And I welcome it in. Whereas maybe it already was there, but if I wasn't personally embodying a certain frequency, maybe I wouldn't even notice it, or maybe it would feel out of sync with me, or whatever it is. And so it just wouldn't kind of click into my own life, my own living, my own experience. Um, and and what I also am noticing recently is that the more and more I do anchor in this particular version of light, you know, it's kind of stereotypical, but synchronicities are happening much faster. Things are kind of gelling much more quickly. All kinds of things are just, it's like rapid pace acceleration of things coming together in my life in a way that's like, wow, 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 wow. How did that happen so quickly? And that came completely out of nowhere. And that was the most bizarre coincidence. And, all of those things, I mean, they happen, but it feels like it happens more and more quickly the more I am dedicated to anchoring into this version of light. And the last thing I'll say is what's also really interesting is that uh so I'm channeling the series of I'm picking them up. This series of 8 books, and the first 3 are the only 3 that are published at this point. But they are, and I'm showing you partly so you can see the vibration of them, the quality, the colors of them. So this is Living the One Light, which is the first one. This is Gaia Speaks, which is the second one. This is The Cosmos Speaks, which is the third one. And then the other 5 are Love Speaks, The Goddesses Speak, The Gods Speak, um, The Crystals Speak, and The Light Speaks. Okay, so what's really fascinating to me about that is that the first one is Living the One Light, right? And it's this color, and you can kind of feel the vibration of light. My sense of this Living the One Light book is that it's like a yellowy golden this color of light. Um and then the lights, so this is book number 1. Then eventually, whenever the timing is right, I will be channeling The Light Speaks, which is the 8th of the eight books, and it is an octave different from Living the One Light. And so the Living the One Light and The Light Speaks are hold the series of 8 books. And The Light Speaks, the quality of that light is so again, this is like a golden yellowy color of light, but The Light Speaks is, if you could imagine an octave higher of light. Does that make sense? That octaves are sound, not light colors. But, The Light Speaks color is a much higher vibration. It's it's an octave higher vibration of light. So it's a lighter color. It's not as pinky yellowy. It's closer to, so more of a slightly yellow white light. And the quality of the light that I'm being asked to channel in this video, we'll see what really ends up coming through, but what I'm getting told in my prayers lately is I'm being asked to anchor in to the quality of light of The Light Speaks. So that 8th book, that high vibration of light, and then actually a step further beyond that. So it's very high light frequency. So there's nothing wrong with this color of light. There's not, I mean, they all serve a purpose, right? Living the One Light, Gaia Speaks, obviously, they all have their own vibration, and they all are their own particular medicine, just like anything, just like we all are, infinite colors and we're infinite vibrations of medicine in our own ways. Same is true with the vibrations of those books. But what they're saying is that as we are now in this moment of time, we're at the point in our evolution where, at least if you're drawn to this video, it's probably true for you, right? There's there's a need now to anchor into the vibration of light that is the light speaks and beyond that. Even though the books aren't channeled yet, or the light speaks won't be channeled for a while, but I'm being asked to anchor in the light of it and beyond that, because that's the frequency of light that needs to manifest on the planet now. And um and similar to the Wholeness Way series, or complementing the Wholeness Way series, it's really this imperative that in order to hold the vibration, in order to hold the frequency, in order to be the conduits of the divine and the earth that we are, um that's a next step, essentially. So that's the purpose of this video, is to help that. Help us do that. All right. And I'll also say one last thing. So this year in 2025, I'm holding 4 courses, and the purpose of 2 of them is turning out to be essentially this, but like much more in depth. So those 2 are the Ben Hui series and then also the Stars Speak course. And yeah, so this video, I would say, it's a standalone. It's perfect for you, whether or not you're in those courses. If you happen to be in those courses, this will be a beautiful complement to what's going on in them, in those courses, in the channeling that's coming through in those 2 courses. If you feel called to go much more deeply into becoming the light, igniting the light codes that are you, being held in that, and then also connecting in with the light language, the light frequencies, the light medicine, the light mm, mode of communication of the stars, then you're still welcome to join those 2 journeys. Both have begun, but I'm being asked to just say that you are welcome to join if they call to you. They're that's turning out again. I'm channeling in both of them, and so it's not me constructing this, but that is turning out to be the big purpose of both of them. I think ultimately is that we're being asked to really become this year, become the homo luminous ones that we are, which means, for me, means being both grounded, very grounded as earth, very grounded as earth, and light manifest as one. Yeah, so you can do that through those 2 courses. You can do that just here in this video. And also, I would say the Wholeness Way series, but also the Gaia Speaks video series that I also have for free here on my channel. So, there's lots and lots of resources that I'm being asked to put out in the world or hold space for. And some are totally free, like the Wholeness Way series, this video, the Gaia Speaks videos. And then, if you really want to really go in depth, you're very welcome to join these other things that I have going on. So, okay, with all of that, let's channel, see what comes through. And just really quick, if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do. I would love that. That is a big support to me. It seems little, but honestly, it's a big deal. So yes, definitely subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And please share with us anything and everything that comes alive for you. I also have a free online community. If you haven't signed up for that, I'll put the link here. Please do. That space is meant to be, just a support for all of us to be in positivity with each other. Like, I don't see a lot of options out there for free positive community spaces online. So, yeah, so that's what I'm being asked to do, is just to hold this entirely free for anybody and everybody to be part of it and come and share, positive things, positive music, poetry, art, photos of your beautiful places where you live. Just we need that. I need that, uplifting community space. So, um, yeah, put that link here too. Okay, great. Okay. Okay. So hello and welcome. Yes. So as Martha was just describing, there are infinite versions of light, infinite colors of light, infinite vibrations of light. And actually, in reality, the vibrations of light that are visible to the human eye are minuscule, a tiny percentage of the entire range of frequencies of light. So there's no one light frequency that's better than the others. Just certain frequencies have a particular time and place and purpose and moments when the medicinal quality of that version of light is what is needed and most beneficial. So we will today be holding space for you to anchor in, to really feel and to allow to hold space for your body to clear anything other than a particular vibration and frequency of light that is the most highly beneficial for you in this moment, but in any given moment. And that frequency might actually even change from moment to moment for you. Or if you come back and listen to this, engage with this video multiple times, that frequency might be slightly different for you. So we're going to be channeling through Martha, through you, and through this video, a particular valence, a particular vibration and frequency, but we highly recommend and truly support your being, your body to know its own truth, its own wisdom, and the ultimate source of light, which is the divine, is infinite versions of light. So there's no one right or wrong version. And we invite your body, your being, you to remember actually the whole spectrum, the whole rainbow of all frequencies of light. Because, in a sense, just like playing a chord on a piano or a arpeggio, like a sequence of notes, each note holds a vibration that is just the right medicine. And when you're able to play the whole range, just the act of playing the range actually becomes a medicine in and of itself. So these experiencing a range of the colors of light actually can play like a song through your being, through your body. And so again, there's not a hierarchy of one frequency of light being the best. That's not the point at all. Okay, so given all of that, we invite you now to just get comfortable and maybe get excited and have fun, play with this. And so we're going to start out by bringing in a variety of different colors of frequency of light, just like as Martha showed you with the colors of the Living the One Light series, three of which are manifest in the world and the others are still on their way to be birthed at the right timing. We invite you to feel and notice yourself as Gaia, as a being of Gaia. Your body is Gaia. And notice and feel the light of her heart. And that color, that set of colors, really, that vibration, that frequency that is you, that is a beautiful, deep medicine in and of itself. And holding Gaia is the vibration, the frequency of the living the one light color. And then imagine the entire cosmos, which Gaia is part of, as the cosmos speaks color vibration. And then the color of love. Love speaks, infusing and holding all of that as well. And then the goddesses speak, the gods speak, the divine feminine, the infinite manifestations of the divine feminine, the infinite manifestations of the divine masculine, coming together, dancing on their own, and then also coming together as the one, each with their own colors, frequencies, joining as love. And then the frequency and the colors of the crystals speak, which is perhaps like an iridescent mix of pinks and blues and purples, lavender and white light. Really, like the crystals speak is really like a prism of all the other frequencies of light. And then moving like light through that prism of the crystal speak, we come back and up and out to the frequency and the vibration of the light speaks, which is like a white light, slightly yellow white light, high vibration, healing light. And then even one step, even more high vibration light, even beyond the light speaks, is a vibration of light that just is simply the light. It's the light of the divine in its ultimate essence. Pure, pure, pure light that contains and is the vibrations of the infinity of all the possibilities of every color, seen and unseen by human eyes. It contains just the all that is as light. There's no right and no wrong way to feel this version of light. Whatever arises for you is perfect. And if you're drawn to even a particular color or, another version of light, please honor that, go with that. But we invite you now to relax into and feel this high, high, high vibration frequency of ultimate light of the divine, or again, whatever frequency of light you're drawn to in this moment. We invite you to just be with that point of light. See it, feel it, maybe hear it. And as Martha has been channeling in multiple venues, the big message we want to convey is the light knows the way. So a big part of why we are why Martha is asked to channel under the overarching name Living the One Light is because that is a huge component of what is needing to be remembered. Almost more than anything in this time of great remembering is the light knows the way. So Gaia is light and earth as one. You are light and earth as one. And there's this knowing now that's more and more remembered that in the time of great forgetting, there's been an emphasis on the knowledge, the knowing of the mind. And there's a much greater remembering and understanding of the knowledge of the body and the knowledge of the heart. And those are perfect, those are beautiful, those are so necessary, so needed. But then there's this ultimate intelligence and knowing of the light itself. That has truly, really been forgotten. So part of what we would love to help you to anchor back into is this reality that the light literally knows the way. Just like the acorn is made of DNA strands and a divine intelligence that has the codes, that has the light vibration frequencies already there, that know exactly what the entire oak tree's life can become, will become with the right circumstances and nurturing, etc. That's one version of a concrete example of we can give you of the light knowing the way. So that acorn becoming the oak tree doesn't use a rational mind to know how to become the oak tree. Really, in a sense, it just lets the light know the way. And part of this time of great remembering is that that Gaia is being supported, that especially humans are being supported to come back out of the time of great forgetting in concert with beings of light, such as stars. Stars who have the light codes of everything. So even on a physiological level, at the original moment of creation, what scientists understand at this time is that originally there was hydrogen and helium, And the hydrogen and helium eventually formed stars, and it's within stars, within the nuclear fusion of stars, that all of the other elements of the periodic table were created. So almost everything that creates the rocks and the plants and the animals, including humans, and everything else in existence is made of elements such as iron and carbon and oxygen, etc. Elements that were formed literally inside of stars. So, in a sense, stars are an ultimate ancestor of everything. And so, one of the key components of why stars are so important and why Martha's even being asked to channel stars at this time, and many of you are feeling in resonance with star light, star existences, is because stars are literally the parents of everything in the time-space continuum, other than hydrogen and helium, which created the stars. But the stars were the birthing place of everything else. So the stars absolutely know how to hold you, how to hold everything to come back into the natural intelligence of ourselves as light, ourselves as beings of light. And in the case of beings of Gaia, beings of earth and light as one, because starlight is what created literally everything else. So this is huge. And that's why if you feel called to connect with stars in any way, in your own ways, absolutely, please do. Their vibration, their medicine of their light is absolutely crucial, key. So this is a major key remembering point, that stars literally created everything. They are an ultimate ancestor of everything. So their knowledge and their, in a sense, you could say, mentorship is massive, is huge for the time of great remembering, because they are the remembering. They hold the key to the memory of everything, literally everything. So, okay, so taking another long, slow, deep breath. We invite you now to come back again into this frequency of all of these valences of light, and whatever valence of light you're ultimately called to. But we're going to speak as though you are called to this high vibration of the frequency of divine light, ultimate divine light that contains the infinite vibrations of all kinds of light. And we invite you to feel in your body how not only are stars the birthing place of everything, but within your own body and your own being, a microcosm parallel to starlight is also the structure and the subatomic particle reality of your atoms themselves. And we invite you to feel and to actually to remember and to invite in on that subatomic particle level of every single one of your atoms. So within every single one of your cells, but even smaller than your cells, really within the subatomic particles of your atoms, invite your atoms themselves to reignite with the frequency of light of the divine. And feel through your whole body, your whole being, what does this reigniting of yourself on the subatomic particle level as the frequency of divine light, what does that feel like? Just notice it. Again, no right, no wrong way. Just allow this frequency of light to ignite atom after atom after atom after atom after atom after atom after atom through your whole body, your whole being. And as every atom in your body and your being is reigniting as ultimate divine light, you may be feeling a releasing or an unhooking or a letting go of any and all frequencies that are not of that frequency of high vibrational light. And you can just, there may not be any story even to go with those frequencies of light that are not of that high vibration. There doesn't need to be any kind of story to it. There might be, but we actually encourage you just to let it be frequency and to just let those frequencies go. We also invite you to ask requests that your spirit team support those frequencies to go, and for that leaving of those frequencies to be gentle and easeful and only in your absolute radical highest good and the highest good of the all that is. And just feel as those frequencies that do not match, do not serve, and are not needed by that high, 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 high vibration of divine light. Just notice as it's all leaving. It can all go. You can also, if it feels good and feels right, you can imagine a point of light, a point of this ultimate divine light coming to any part of your body, any part of your being that maybe, in a sense, wants attention, or even you can feel it like a gentle massage of light. So, for example, you can imagine this point of ultimate divine light, maybe starting at the base of your spine and gently massaging and bringing attention and love and healing and light in a circular motion to every component of your spine, touching into the spinal column itself, spinal fluid, massaging all of the muscles on each side of the spine, and just allowing your spine to relax, release, let go, bringing your body, your nervous system back into balance and harmony with light itself. So this might be a good place to start is with your nervous system, because the nervous system, of course, is a conduit of light and a conduit of electric impulse. But please go with wherever you feel called or drawn to let this point of light do this magic and this healing and this work. You could feel the point of light coming all the way up your spinal column to the back of your neck, up the top of your head to your cranial, your whole entire cranial system, up to your crown chakra, and then maybe working its way down the front of your body to each of your chakra centers. So up at the seventh chakra at your crown, top of your head, then to your pineal gland and your third eye, sixth chakra, down the front of your face, down to your neck and your fifth chakra, fourth chakra, opening up your heart, clearing, healing, bringing attention to the beautiful divine rose, divine flower of your heart, which is something we're focusing on much, much more as well in the Ben Hui series. And then to your third chakra, and your second chakra, your pelvic region, first chakra at the base of your body, and wherever else you feel called and drawn to invite this point of divine light to be, to open up, to help you to relax and to heal, to feel soothed. So, and there's so much more, of course, that we'll continue to share in various ways. But we invite you even just to begin here. This is already so much in a sense. So we invite you to even just be with this as often as you want, as often as you need, and to do a simple practice to allow yourself to clear and to be the light, this high vibration of divine light in this way, or in any other way you feel called. And then do an experiment, perhaps, of just allowing yourself to be the light Notice, take notice of a few things. Again, just however you want, no right or wrong way to do this. Notice how this feels differently or not differently in your body. Notice how various aspects of life maybe seem from the perspective of light, yourself as the light. Notice that if this way of being is your, in a sense, your internal compass, what becomes a sacred yes and what becomes a sacred no for you from this way of being? If you are anchored in this way, as you are anchored in this way, how do you feel called to respond to various situations? And then the very last component we would love for you to try on, experiment with. What does it feel like, even for a day, an hour, a minute, to let the light lead the way? Just like inside the acorn, the light knows the way, and the acorn just allows the light to become the oak tree. There's no need to effort, there's no need to try. The acorn doesn't strain or think its way into becoming an oak tree. The light codes of the acorn, or you could say the DNA of the acorn, naturally unfolds and becomes that beautiful, majestic, ancient oak tree in exact right divine timing. So the same exact truth is true as you as well. So what does that feel like to just be this version of light that is you already, that already is you? And even just for a day, an hour, a minute, letting the reality be true that the light knows the way, and therefore we can just relax and let the light lead the way. What does that feel like? What unfolds from that place? And so it is. Amen. Okay, so when you feel ready to come back fully to your body, you can do that by perhaps bringing your running your hands on your arms, running your hands on your legs, bringing your hands to your heart, and allowing all this knowingness of the light as you to anchor in. Can continue to be feeling this very, very, very high light vibration moving as you over the coming hours, days, weeks, months, years, beyond. Be sure to drink lots of water, take care of yourself, be gentle, 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 gentle with yourself. Thank you so much for being here. And so it is. Amen. Okay. Thank you. All right. Please share with us anything you want to share. See you soon.